Hi. Now we shall continue chapter 19. Okay. Now allow me to read chapter 19. 第19章，决胜弃之，名利百倍；决忍弃义，名复孝慈；决巧弃利，盗贼无有。此三者，以为文，不足。故今有所属，见术抱朴，少思寡欲。Right, this is the chapter number 19. Okay, so it's a bit like the last chapter, chapter 18. Okay, so what he's trying to say is that as a person, right, or as a country or as a culture, right, if you do not look for or crave for or try to achieve some kind of superiority or some form of excellence or some form of smartness, then the people will benefit many times. That sounds a bit reversal, right? Yeah. But let's continue. He said, if you do not promote compassion or loyalty, then the people would be loyal and very compassionate. And if you do not promote, benefit and all that, the people would not become burglars or people who think of bad things or think of how to take advantage of other people. So he said this tree is not just about words, it's not enough, right? So he say one should look for simplicity and stay simple and reduce one's desire, and that should be the way to go. So I think what it is, the whole gist of it is encapsulated on the last part, where it said one should reduce the desire, right? Now what is a desire? You see, now the desire of being rich is very easy to see. If you try to be rich, some people may go into drugs and all that to get more money. You take something, right? Just like the opium war, where people sell opium, right, to raise fund for themselves, right, to have money so they can use opium to exchange for goods and resources with other people. Right? It's as good as drugs, right? So when people need money, what do? They sell drugs, because you need very little drugs to make a lot of money, because drugs are banned in many countries, right? So their prices are high, and when people take drugs, they get hooked, right? So forever you will be able to sell to them, and you can keep on selling and make your money, and the person who took the drugs will keep on doing all kind of things to find the money to pay to you, so that they have drugs to satisfy their desire. So desire is like drugs. So this is also compared to, let's say you want to be wise, you want to be the top in the class, you want to be up there, then you may encourage people to do bad things, because some of them not so intelligent, but they have other intelligence, right, to create, for example, hindrance to the other guy who is competing with him or her, right? So he said, if you don't put this desire as a good thing that we should go after, then the people will benefit. Yeah, it's true in a certain way, yeah. So if you don't propagate loyalties and all these things, and people are not looking at loyalties and all these things, so they would be more compassionate, right? Because sometimes you may accuse of other people of not being loyal when they say something, and then you punish them, right? Or you would say that the way they act is wrong. They should act compassionately, and then you have another set of problems, right? So the other thing is that if you say that this thing is great, that thing is good, and you promote a certain benefit, right? Then when people want the benefit, what do? They try to get it from, they try to get all this benefit with the wrong means. So they can be burglar, they can be cheater, they can be, against the law, right? So it's saying that finally, what I read from here is the final thing is to reduce one's desire. So a desire for all these good things, so-called good things, too much desire is bad, but a little bit is okay, according to him, I think, because he said, have less desire, have less so-called individual desire. Maybe a desire for other people to have a good life is comparatively better than having your own individual desire of living better than other people, right? So that's what he's propagating. So desire perhaps is the roots to all evil, right? The same thing you can read from the Buddhist text, right? So the advice is to reduce all these excesses, put it this way. When there's excesses, then we may have problem. That means when we have extreme, we also may have problem, right? We always hear about extremists, right? No, extremists are smart people, they want to do good for other people sometimes, but they're so extreme that they hurt others and they hurt themselves, and some even sacrifice themselves. So we should encourage what they call simplicity, in the people, so that we have less trouble. Yep, that's what this passage is saying. Okay.